Hello, my name is William, and today I'm going to present to you my lesson about active voice and passive voice of verbs on did say. Now, active voice and passive voice of verbs is one of 5 different characteristics that verbs have. But for the sake of our lesson today, we want to focus solely on the voice of verbs. So first, when we talk about the active voice of verbs, what we mean is that we're focused on the subject of the sentence who does the action of the verb. So if we take, for example, the sentence, Jimmy wrote the paper, the subject verb in this sentence is Jimmy wrote. Okay? If we take the sentence, Rachel played the piano, the subject verb is Rachel played. If we take the sentence, Warren cut the tomato with a knife, the subject verb is Warren cut. And finally, when we have the sentence, Sue drove her car, the subject verb is Sue drove. So, Jimmy is a subject, wrote is a verb, Rachel is a subject, played is a verb, Warren is a subject, he's a man, it's a male's name, cut is the verb. Sue is the subject, drove is the verb. Now, we take these simple sentences that are in active voice and we change them to passive voice when we focus on adding in the preposition by to the sentence. It's going to change the order of the sentence because it introduces the doer of the action at the end of the sentence. So we'll have by and the name. So for example, when I said Jimmy wrote the paper in active voice, the way to change this sentence and turn it into a passive voice sentence is by writing the paper was written by Jimmy. When we take the sentence Rachel played the piano, we change that active voice sentence into a passive voice sentence by writing the piano was played by Rachel. When we take the sentence Warren cut the tomato with a knife, which is an active voice sentence, we change that sentence into a passive voice sentence by writing the tomato was cut with a knife by Warren. And finally, when we have the active voice sentence Sue drove her car, we change that sentence into a passive voice sentence by writing down the car was driven by Sue. See? We have in each passive voice sentence the preposition by. That's the only way we can create our passive voice sentence is when we use that preposition. So, this is an explanation of passive voice and active voice sentences that have the verbs in them. Thank you very much for watching my sentence explanation, and I look forward to our next lesson.